Yes. It's your boy Manny dropping another video. This time is going to be the Premier League that's going to take place this weekend, Saturday, Sunday, and Monday. We're now entering week 16 or match day 16, whatever you want to call it. So 10 matches as usual. Talk about the matches, the form, prediction, etc., etc. You know the rest. Before we get to week 16, let's talk about the previous week, week 15. Yeah, I predicted all the 10 matches. I got eight of them correct, two incorrect. The Crystal Palace versus Manchester City, I predicted under 3.5 goals, end up being 4 goals. So unfortunately, that was a loss. And also Fulham versus Arsenal, I predicted it over 2.5. Unfortunately, there was two. It would have been two. It would have been over 2.5 if Martinelli kept onside. So because he was offside, then Arsenal scored the second goal. The goal was disallowed, unfortunately. So that ended up 1-1. But the three best bets that I predicted for that week went through. It was successful. 3 out of 3. So yeah, happy days nonetheless. So let's hope we have a perfect weekend, and yeah, so we're gonna move on to week 16 now. So the first match will be at the Emirates. Will be Arsenal, who are currently third, versus Everton, who are currently 15th. Arsenal, they drew against Fulham at Craven Cottage 1-1. Everton didn't play last week against Liverpool because of the weather, because of Storm Dower. So they had a 1 week rest. So we see what they're gonna do this Saturday. So these are the key points. Can Arsenal close the gap on the top two? So because of Arsenal dropping 2 points and Chelsea won their match last weekend, and now they're second place, Arsenal are not too far off from Chelsea and Liverpool. They are not too far off, but still they need to win if they want to close the gap on the top two. So yeah, they need to start winning. Everton had a full week rested. So as I mentioned, Everton didn't play because of the storm that was last weekend, where it was so bad in Liverpool. So the match couldn't happen because of safety reasons. So they had a full rest. Would that affect them for Saturday because they didn't have any match fitness for a week and they can be rusty, or would it be full of energetic and 100% stamina? We see what happens. The last three games against Everton at the Emirates, Arsenal have scored 11 goals. So every time Everton come to Arsenal, Arsenal have just been scoring goals left, right, center. So it's becoming a easy fixture for the Gunners. Will they continue that on Saturday? We see. So my prediction for this match would be Arsenal win and over 1.5 goals. Arsenal need to pick up 3 points. Honestly, they can't really afford to drop points any further. So I'm gonna suggest Arsenal's gonna win, and I feel there's gonna be at least 2 goals in this match, and the scoreline is gonna be 2-0. It's gonna be a 3 points for the Gunners. I feel that 1 week rest will affect Everton. They'll be a little bit rusty, in my opinion. But nonetheless, I do see Arsenal winning and be at least 2 goals in this match. The next match on Saturday will be at Anfield. Liverpool will host Fulham. Liverpool are currently first and still first, even though they didn't play last week against Everton because of the storm. So yeah, Liverpool were the biggest winners for last weekend for other circumstances. Fulham are currently drew against Arsenal, so that was a fighting point for them. So let's move on to the key points. Liverpool has a game in hand. So because Liverpool didn't play and because of teams dropping points except Chelsea, like City and Arsenal dropping points, this been a huge boost for Liverpool. So now they have a game in hand because they didn't play last weekend. So it's currently in their hands right now. I know it's kind of early stages, but we look at it now, game in hand, they're currently first in the table. So it is in their hands as we speak. Fulham are currently unbeaten in the last three away games. So Fulham has been, been causing a lot of troubles for top six opponents this season. They're currently 3 games unbeaten away from home. So away from home, they are a huge threat. And I did mention about Liverpool not being a team that can destroy teams. Fulham are not going to be a pushovers, so this is going to be an interesting contest. Liverpool are on a 3 games winning streak against Fulham. So despite that, Liverpool are on a 3 games winning streak against Fulham, both home and away. So they have Fulham number. Will they continue that on Saturday? We see. So my prediction for this match would be over 1.5 goals. Now, earlier I was going to predict Liverpool to win. I still think Liverpool might win this, but I'm just going to play safe on this one. I say over 1.5 goals. Some reason I have a strange feeling that Fulham is going to cause something. They're going to do a madness. That's what I think. But my prediction, the scoreline would be 2-1. I do favor Liverpool to win this, but to play it safe, I say over 1.5 goals. I feel Fulham might cause a storm in then at Anfield. So our next match will be at St James's Park. Newcastle will host Leicester City. Newcastle coming off of a loss. They lost against Brentford 4-2. While Leicester drew and scored two late goals to get a point against Brighton. So they were lucky from there. So this is a must win for both sides if they want to progress further in the Premier League. So let's get into it. Newcastle haven't got a win in the last four games. So since they defeated Nottingham Forest, which is like a couple months ago now, since then they have two losses and two draws. So Newcastle haven't got a win since. Um, and they're currently at the bottom half of the table. So they need to start winning if they want to progress further in the Premier League. Watch out for Jamie Vardy. So ever since Wood Van Nistelrooy has taken over Leicester, Vardy have scored two goals in the last two games. So now Jamie Vardy has found his scoring boots, and I feel he's gonna play a threat in this match. Leicester on a two games losing streak away from home. So this is before Wood Van Nistelrooy took over. So before that, Leicester on a two games losing streak away from home. They lost to Manchester United and Brentford. So yeah, if they want to change all that, they need to start picking points from somewhere. Would it be this Saturday? We see. So my prediction for this match would be a Newcastle double chance and both teams to score. I do favor Newcastle to win, but at the same time, the way Leicester are at with the new manager and everything, I do see Leicester having a say in this match, and I do see both teams scoring. And I'm gonna say 3-2. This could be a high scoring game, so watch out for this match. I know Newcastle can be deadly at home, but at the same time, Leicester, watch out for them. I feel we're gonna start a
So our
one in
next
this
match
one.
on Saturday will be at Wolves. So Wolves will face Ipswich. Both teams are coming from a loss. Wolves are currently 19th. Ipswich team, so both of them are coming off from a loss. This is a must win for both sides if they need to get themselves out of the relegation, even though they have a couple points to do so. But this is a must win. So these are key points. Both Wolves and Ipswich are on a three games losing streak. This has been a disaster form for both teams. They're calling on a three games losing streak. Um, yeah, this has been really, really bad for them. And it's not only affecting the team, it's also affecting the managers. Well, not for Ipswich manager, but for the Wolves manager especially. So he's been on the hot seat for the past few weeks. So he needs to start winning if he wants to keep his job safe. Wolves have scored in the last five home games. So despite they did beat Southampton like a couple of weeks ago and they won 2-0, but during that period they have got a lot of losses, just like one draw. They have scored in all of those last five home games, so they are capable of scoring goals. This is a must win. So as I mentioned earlier, this is a must win for both sides. So 3 points is minimum or maximum you want to whatever you want to say for both teams. So this is my prediction. Wolves to score at least a goal and over five corners. Like I said, Wolves have scored in the last five home games. They have scored a goal, and I do see them scoring a goal this Saturday. And I do see at least maybe six or seven corners, and the scoreline will be 1-1. I could see Wolves still in this one, but I would say
And the last
1-1 draw.
match on Saturday will be taking place on Saturday evening in Nottingham. So Nottingham Forest will host Aston Villa. East Midlands versus West Midlands. So I won't say it's a Midlands. You can say it's a Midlands derby, but East versus West be an interesting contest. Fifth versus sixth. Both from a win. So let's get into it. A big win for Forest last weekend. So yeah, they came coming off from a win. They beat United at Old Trafford 3-2. Good win for the Forest. So that was a massive boost for them, and now they're currently fifth because of it. Can they continue? We see. Villa on a two games winning streak. So yeah, Villa are doing quite well nowadays. They beat Southampton and beat Brentford. They're currently on a two games winning streak. However, Aston Villa on a three games losing streak away from home. So the last two matches they played, they were at home. Unfortunately, away from home is a different story, and they're currently on a three games losing streak away from home. They lost to Liverpool, Tottenham, and Chelsea, and they got destroyed in all those matches. So Nottingham Forest is a different opponent. It's not like the top six, the traditional top six, but it's not going to be an easy contest for Villa because they're away from home. They not it's not really that good at all. So my prediction for this match would be over 0.5 goals. Now, I wanted to say 1.5, but I feel this will be a close game, a really, really tight game. I don't think there are going to be a lot of goals in this match, in my opinion. But I do see at least a goal. And I do see 1-0 to Forest. I think it's that kind of game, it's going to be back and forth, missing chances, then one goal like that, boom. And I feel the home side
Now
will
the
steal this
Saturday
one.
matches are out of the way. Now we move on to Sunday matches. So first off is going to be at Brighton. So Brighton will face Crystal Palace. Both teams are coming off from a draw. Brighton drew against 2-2, where they conceded two goals against Leicester at the last minute. Crystal Palace drew as well against Manchester City 2-2. So credit to them for picking up a point against the defending champions. So 7th versus 17th. Both teams are rivals because of history. Go and look it up. Let's get into it. So these are the key points. Crystal Palace are 4 points above relegation zone. So they currently said 17th and they have 4 points above relegation. So the reason why I said that, even though if they lose or get 1 point and the other teams win, so they're just managed to, escape relegation by at least 1 point, maybe two. But they need to start winning matches. They want to progress themselves further, extend the gap. Brighton are quite shaky at home. So Brighton are doing okay this season, as I expected. But at home, they're a different team than they are away from home. They have won three matches, but drew four. They scored 12 goals, but considered 9 goals. So if you look at the ratio, everything, it's not really that perfect. It's not really that good for Brighton. Because back then they were very good at home. This season they're kind of shaky, so they need to change things a bit. So the last time Crystal Palace beat Brighton was back in 2021. So the last time Crystal Palace got 3 points at Brighton and they defeated Brighton 2-1, that was back in 2021. And since then, they haven't got a win since. Could they do that on Sunday? We see. So my prediction for this match would be both teams to score. I feel because Brighton are very shaky at home and Crystal Palace, they have been scoring away from home lately. So I will give Crystal Palace the benefit of doubt that they will get a goal or maybe two goals in this match. But then Brighton being at home, they will get a goal. And I say 2-2. I'm not really confident about Brighton winning this match. I don't know why, but they're really, really shaky at home these days. And Crystal Palace away from home are a different team than they are at home. And that point they got against Man City will boost their So the
confidence
next
going forward.
match on Sunday will be the Manchester Derby, Manchester City versus Manchester United at the Etihad Stadium, 4th versus 13th. City drew against Crystal Palace, whilst United are coming off from a loss against Forest. Despite where they are at the table, this is a must win for both sides. Not because of obviously because of the rival and everything, but this is a must win if they want to get something out of the Premier League this season. So these are the key points. Manchester City are now becoming inconsistent. So this has been a very disaster few months now for City. So they only have one win in five, and they drew against Crystal Palace. So and the other teams like Liverpool and Arsenal and Chelsea have taken over them. So they need to start winning if they want to, close the gap, especially the top two. Things are not better for the Devils. So even though things are not better for the blue side, but for the Reds, things are even worse, way worse. So now they're the 2 games losing streak. They lost to Arsenal and Nottingham Forest. So they're currently 13th in the table, bottom half. It's not really good for United and the new manager coming in. I'd said it before, I said it again. It's going to be a very long season for him. So buckle up. It's a must win for both sides. So yeah, this is a must win for both sides, especially City if they want to, close the gap with the top two, Liverpool and Chelsea. United as well, they need to close the gap if they want to at least make it to the Europe stage for next year. So my prediction for this match will be Manchester City double chance and over 2.5 goals. I do see at least 3 or 4 goals in this match. It is a Manchester derby, and there is a lot of goals in this match. I'm not really confident of City winning. No, to be honest, I can see City winning this, but I'm not fully 100% confident the way they're playing nowadays. So I'm just gonna play safe in this one, say double chance, but I will add over 2.5 goals, and the scoreline will be 3-1 to City. You never know because this game can be one way and another. But that is my prediction and
So
scoreline in
another
this
game
match.
for Sunday will take place on Sunday evening at 7 o'clock. The first one will be Southampton versus Tottenham Hotspur. Both teams are coming off from a loss. Southampton lost their match. Tottenham lost their match against Chelsea, the London derby. Yeah, it was a disaster for them. So yeah, this is a must win for both sides. So let's get into the key points. 1 win in 5 for Spurs. So ever since that City game, yeah, things just went downhill. I don't know what's going on. Spurs being first. I said it like a couple of weeks ago. Once Spurs start something incredible 1 week, then the following week they go down, and now they're going down fast, even fast. Now they're 11th. It's not really good for Spurs. The team is all over the place. Offense and defense is inconsistent, etc., etc. Southampton have conceded 16 goals at home this season. So if you want to know the reason why, one of the reasons why Southampton are dead last, this is one of the reasons. To concede 16 goals at home is not good at all. So yeah, and I don't see them fixing that issue anytime soon, unfortunately. Tottenham are without Romero and Van de Ven for the next few weeks. So I was surprised that both Romero and Van de Ven were fit for the Chelsea game and then end up being forced because Romero was out not too long ago from the match start and then Van de Ven followed through. Now they're out for the next few weeks and they are the two best defenders for Tottenham. Now without them, yeah, Tottenham are just going to be, what I mean, the defense is already shaky as it is. Now without those two, it's going to be even worse. So this is my prediction for this match. I say both teams to score. I say defensively, both teams are really shaky and they're not really good. Both teams are vulnerable, and I do see as a 1-1 score line. I may see Tottenham still in this one because Tottenham are really, I mean, Southampton are really a bad team, but I do see both
So
teams
the
scoring
last
goals.
match on Sunday will take place at Stamford Bridge at 7 o'clock. The second match that's going to take place at that time. Chelsea versus Brentford. It's a West London derby. Second versus ninth. Both teams are coming off from a win. So yeah, so this is a huge boost for them heading to this Sunday. So let's get into it. So these are the key points. Chelsea can't stop scoring. So Chelsea are currently on fire right now. They have scored 15 goals in the last 5 games, and they're currently on a 4 games winning streak. Yeah, they just got the attacking wise, they're very lethal. I mentioned it previously. I'm gonna mention it again. Attacking wise, they're very lethal. They will score goals left, right, center, header, penalties, free kicks. They just got lethal attackers all around, so they can't stop scoring at all. So they're currently on fire right now. Despite Brentford high position, they still have one of the worst away record this season. So Brentford away record is atrocious. They have 1 draw and 6 losses. So if the home record was at least near that or even half of that, they would be in a relegation zone right now, Brentford, or even close to relegation. But because they're so good at home,
That's why they're currently ninth. But the away from home is really, really bad. And they need to fix that sooner than later. Can Chelsea surprise many people? So they're currently second, 4 points below Liverpool. Um, they are currently on fire. They're a very young team, young, talented team. Got good manager. So they're working as a unit. So they are surprising many people. Can they go further or even aim for the title? We see. My prediction for this match would be both teams to score an over 2.5 goals. I do see both teams scoring goals because the defense, Chelsea defense is not really that strong. Brentford, they are vulnerable away from home, so that will add to the fact. And I do see at least maybe 3 or 4 goals in this match. The scoreline, I say 2-1 to Chelsea. It will be an even contest, but I do see
And the
Chelsea
last
winning this one.
match that's going to take place on Monday Night Football, the 10th match for week 16. So we'll be at Bournemouth. Bournemouth who will face West Ham, we're calling 14th. Both teams are coming off from a win. So yeah, this is a must win for both sides. So let's get into it. So these are the key points. Bournemouth are on a 3 games winning streak. So yeah, they've won. Bournemouth have won the last 3 games. They beat Wolves, Tottenham, and no, what's it? Yeah, Ipswich. Yeah, they came back, beat Ipswich. So they're on a 3 games winning streak. Can they make that four? We see. Julian is still not safe yet. So despite West Ham defeating Wolves 2-1 on Monday night, Julian is still not safe. He's safe for now, but he's still not safe. If you lose one more game, and I feel like that's it. So he's currently he's still on the hot seat. The last time Bournemouth beat West Ham was back in 2019. So Bournemouth beat West Ham 2-0. That was back in 2019. Since then there were like couple draws and some wins for West Ham. Bournemouth haven't got a win against West Ham since then. Can I break that on Monday? We see. So my prediction for this match would be the Bournemouth win. I'm so sorry, West Ham fans. I feel like this could be Julian's last game. The way Bournemouth are playing right now, they're calling on the hot streak. They are a very talented squad, talented manager through and through, and I feel they're gonna get the 3 points against West Ham, and the scoreline will be 2-1. Yeah, so that's the scoreline. But my prediction for this match would be Bournemouth win, and I feel Julian might get sacked in this one. I'm just assuming. I'm not. I'm hoping not, but I'm just
Now we
assuming this
come
one.
to the end of the video. Don't know the predictions for all the 10 matches. So these are the predictions for the 10 matches for week 16 that was going to take place for Saturday, Sunday, and Monday. So I'll go through it again. Arsenal win and over 1.5 goals. Liverpool versus Fulham over 1.5 goals. Newcastle double chance and both teams to score. They'll play against Leicester. Wolves to score at least a goal and over 5 corners. They're playing against Ipswich, so it's going to be over 5 corners between the two clubs. Nottingham Forest versus Aston Villa over 0.5 goals. Brighton versus Crystal Palace, both teams to score. Manchester City double chance and over 2.5 goals. Chelsea versus Brentford. Brentford would be over 2.5 goals and both teams to score. Southampton versus Tottenham would be both teams to score. And finally will be Bournemouth win. So those are my predictions for week 16. So take a look. Okay, so now you look. So let's move on to the three best bets for the weekend. So my three best bets for week 16 would be Newcastle double chance of both teams to score. I do see Newcastle picking up at least a point or maybe win, but at the same time, I do see both teams scoring. I do see Leicester scoring a goal. They're currently on a decent form since Wood Van Nistelrooy took over. Manchester City double chance and over 2.5 goals. I do see City winning this, but I'm not fully 100% yet on them. And I do see at least 3 or 4 goals. There's been a lot of goals in the City derby over the years. And finally, the West London derby, both teams to score an overall 2.5 goals. Just both teams defensively are kind of vulnerable, especially Brentford will away from home. Chelsea, even though they're at home, they're not good, really that strong defensively. So I do see both teams scoring goals, and I do see at least 3 or 4 goals in this match. So those are my three best bets for week 16.
So thank you for watching, and let's hope and pray that this weekend will be perfect week or be better than the previous week. Um, yeah, let's just hope that everything goes right for everyone and myself. So thank you for watching. Thank you for liking, helping the channel go. Thank you for your support and the feedbacks as well. Continue liking the videos and also subscribe to the channel if you want to, help the channel go and get notifications of the channel as well. When you click on the notification and you click on the bell, click on all so you get notifications on your phone saying that when I'm going to drop a video and everything. So thank you so much for supporting the channel, and I'll see you next time, and let's hope it will be a good weekend for all of us. I'll see you next time. Bye.